So you talked a little bit about the
Exactly.
work that you're doing with SheDev, and I want to build more about on that for people who are aspiring to have their own tech startups one day, or are just professionals entering the field and would utilize that advice that you share today. So you're managing a team of roughly 24, 25 skilled women, right? And I believe that the setup is more of a hybrid work environment, so there are challenges that come with that. I work in a hybrid environment myself, so I'm familiar with those. So how do you go about managing that day to day? How do you foster collaboration? How do you implement some kind of accountability while also pushing people to grow more, and also keeping in mind your goals for your company?
Yeah, you are right. I would say we mix digital tools like Slack, Notion, Trello for managing the team who are working remotely. And other than that, we are like more likely we work in flexible hours, and because it's like for women, so that's why. Alina, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, okay, perfect. So yeah, as SheDev is only for women, so we need like flexible timing, and especially for women, it's difficult for them to like manage the office tasks and home as well, and if they have kids, because we have mothers as well who are working with us, so we are like flexible in terms of the timings. So in the morning, the mothers who are working with us, like they send their kids to the schools, and they come to office, they work over here, and before the kids come back to home from school, they go back home and make the lunch for them. And after that, like of some 2 hours of gap, they again started working from home with us, so that the hours are flexible, and we this is how like we are managing our teams. And for those who are not in Gilgit and who are working with us, we use different tools like, as I mentioned, Slack and Trello.
Okay, that's insightful. And you're constantly probably growing your team, so you're going out there hiring. What qualities or skills do you prioritize other than technical proficiency? Of course, that is required to do the job, but what other things do you think are really important to do well in a tech role?
Yeah, for that, I would say we look for empathy, problem solving ability, and along with that, a strong sense of purpose. So the technical skills can be taught, but mindset matters, right? So we prioritize team members who believe in the mission and are proactive in learning. And those who are comfortable navigating the ambiguities, and especially because the social impact work isn't always a liner.
That's true, and that's going to be really helpful for people who are looking for roles in the tech world. Okay, so shifting gears and talking about the work that you're doing with SheDev. So you're working with WordPress, you're working on search engine optimization, you're working with Spotify, right? But all of these, you could say, domains are dictated by trends that are evolving on, say, a weekly basis. So how do you keep up with those rapidly changing technological trends and make sure that your team is up to date as well and is evolving with them?
The first and foremost thing is we like work on the real world projects, which like naturally pushes the team to stay up to date, and they work and as well as we like the team directly engages with the clients, and this is how they are like getting the knowledge and staying up to date. Along with that, we work with different institutions like NGOs and other tech companies as well, where we send our team members for their skill development purpose. If like say if we don't have that much capacity for their skill building, we send them to fellow tech companies where they train them and they send them back. So this is how like we are like helping our team.
Okay, that's really cool. So they're not only learning skills, they're also like learning them in real time, and they're up to date on all the trends. So that's really nice. And all the services that we talked about, they're part of a really competitive landscape, right? Like the global freelance market is really competitive, especially post COVID, since everything has been digitalized and things can be outsourced to any part of the world. So how have you developed an edge that, or a unique value proposition for SheDev that sets it apart and brings back customers for the services that you offer?
I would say our biggest differentiator is the story and the values behind our work. So they support a mission, and that's like which is changing lives, not only in changing an individual, but a whole community, I would say. So this is like how we are working, and that is creating like a long-term relationship, not just like for a project, but for a long term.
Okay. And now that you mentioned how you're also creating social impact working from Gilgit Baltistan, I'm sure that has posed challenges in terms of being remote and having to build these relationships with customers, because a lot of customer building or networking happens in person also, right? So having to do that remotely and from like a remote place, how have you addressed that and how have you overcome that challenge or maybe even used it to your advantage?
Well, for that, I would say the communication is like key, and we always communicate clearly about the deadlines and about each and everything when we work with any partner or any client. So this is how we build trust of our clients, and obviously most of the clients we are getting are from referrals, and we love referrals because we are like giving our 100% to a project that we get and we work on it. Not only just it's about just a team member, it's about the whole team that who put the efforts in that project and work together as a team and deliver it. So this is how like we are getting the clients, and we are getting the referrals and working with them.
And apart from referrals, are you also maybe traveling to the customers in some cases, or how else are you networking to build this extensive customer base that you have?
Okay, for that, I would say not all the time, but deal them on virtually, like through Zoom or through Meet. So sometimes we are we host our clients over here in Pakistan who are coming to Pakistan, especially as you know, Gilgit Baltistan is known for its beauty. So our clients come and visit Pakistan as a tourist and as a client as well, and meet us over here. So the thing is that we are bringing the tourism, we are contributing the tourism part as well, bringing our clients over here. So they visit and we do the meetings.
That's really nice. Like, not only are you providing these services, but you're also like contributing to tourism and spreading word about the beauty of Gilgit Baltistan across the world. So that's really nice. So I'm going to now talk to you about your future plans for SheDev. So what's next for SheDev? Are there any other technologies that you're looking to dab in? Are you excited to introduce any kind of new verticals? Um, any plans around that?
For that, I would say we are currently like exploring the integration of AI and data-driven digital solutions in our trainings. Like we are providing trainings as well and the services. So in both, we are planning on these and exploring to integrate AI and data-driven digital solutions, and also. We are planning towards providing a platform for women, the young women, to help them to launch their own digital ventures. So these are like a few of the things that we are working on and we are planning.
That sounds exciting, especially since AI is everywhere these days and it's making its place in all kinds of products that we have, tech and otherwise. And then, for you, or as an advice to people who are aspiring to start a company or offer a solution, are there any gaps in the market that you would like to fill out via a sister initiative to SheDev, or something that you feel that there is a gap here that more people can work towards, and something that is really relevant in the case of Pakistan?
When we talk about the gap, again, I will go towards the things that we are getting during our education in schools and colleges and university. So for that, I think there is a need to provide a platform that is focused on post graduation career like transition, and especially for women, because from the very beginning or from childhood we are like taught that technology or IT is not for girls, and that is in our mind. And girls, when I work with girls, they are afraid of using a laptop. And there are few girls whom we are training. The trainer puts their hand on their hands and try to make them comfortable using a laptop. So I would say there should be a platform that is focused on post graduation career transition for women, where they will get the basic trainings, and for those who need like extensive trainings, that platform will provide them. So yeah, this is something that we need to like work on.
So edtech is a domain in which we can maybe in the future see SheDev dabbling in, and that's something that you think a gap that other people can try to fill as well, in especially in Pakistan.
Especially in Gilgit Baltistan, and not only that in the trainings, but there should be some skill certifications and some mentorship or remote job placement things that can help these girls to like grow.
Okay, that's something for all of us to take a note of, and maybe who knows, in the future, her domain can work with you to set up some kind of a training platform or training avenues. Thank you so much for your time and for speaking to us. It was an absolute joy for me as well to speak to you, to learn of your story, of the advice that you shared, and I'm sure our audience feels the same way. And thank you, everybody, for taking the time to join our
Mhm.
session. And we will hopefully see you